One face near bottom edge. Near left edge.
Hello again. How is everyone? I am back. My name is Latisse Harris, and it's been a while, but I want to talk to you about guide dog health tips. Guide dog health tips. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we want to make sure that our dogs are healthy upon getting to the recipient.
One face near left edge.
And we want to make sure that they live a long and prosperous life. So here we go. The guide dog needs care like any dog, which includes food, water, grooming, visit to the vet, and regular exercise. We want to make sure that they get the proper exercise. We want to make sure that they walk and do all the stuff that a dog needs to do. It is important to allow the guide dog some time every day to relax and enjoy being a dog. That's very important because we don't want our dogs just to work and work and work and no play and no fun. We need to relax just like we do. We are humans. We need to relax and take in the scenery. What is a guide dog's diet? Well, I'm glad you asked. GDB, which stands for Guide Dogs for the Blind, feeds recommended Eukanuba. So the school recommends Eukanuba brand dog food.
One face near left edge.
For our program dogs. Occasionally, our veterinary department determines that a dog would do better on an alternative formula because sometimes the dog's stomach, for whatever reason, it doesn't go well with that dog's stomach and health. So they have to switch to another food that's going to be beneficial for that particular dog. And that's very important.
One face near left edge.
Because we don't want our dogs to be sick. Now, I have Score, and Score is a very special dog.
Near bottom left edge.
And
near left edge.
Score, back in
one face near left edge.
2020, he was diagnosed on something called ID. But before I get there, let me just read this to you. It says this is from the Guide Dog School.
One face near left edge.
And it says that Score was put on Heals ZD in July of 2020.
Near bottom left edge.
And this was from his first doctor, Dr. Moore, after an ultrasound confirmed that
one face near left edge.
he has IBD. This unintentional test did confirm that the ZD is the best diet for him. Now, if for some reason the ZD is no longer available, then he can have the Royal Canin hydrolyzed veterinarian dog food, because they are both of foods are the same type of diet. It's just that they were made by a different manufacturer. Sometimes we have to do that. We have to switch our foods. IBD stands for inflammatory bowel disease. Now, there are different ones, and I don't really want to go into it because it's very graphic, but that is the reason why my guide dog score is on this particular diet. And there are other guide dogs that have to be on this Hill's prescription diet. And he also has treats. I also would like to talk to you about guide dog eating schedules, because I believe it's very important that the dog gets not just sleep and rest, but also stay on a regimen, stay on a schedule, because they may have medications that they have to take. And SCORE does have that medications, and it has to be at the same time, unless otherwise. You need to, before you make any recommendations and changes to your dog's schedule, it's very important that you must speak to his vet, whether it be here in Vancouver or wherever you got your dog from. Please don't do anything without consulting your dog's vet. It can harm the dog. Again, please make sure that you speak to the dog's vet. Thank you. Guide dog's eating schedule should be, so dogs should eat at least twice, 2 meals each day. Guide dogs, or dogs per se, should eat at least 2 meals each day, about 12 hours apart. But a breakfast, lunch, and dinner schedule is an equally great option. If more than 12 hours elapse between meals, the stomach can become hyperacidic, causing nausea. So just like us, if we go too long without eating,
One face near bottom left edge.
some of us gets a headache, some of us gets faint, some of us get dizzy, depends on the body. And for dogs, they vomit. I'm sorry to say, but that's it. So that is just why it's very, very important
One
that
face near bottom left
the
edge.
owner of the dog sets a time of feeding every day. So number one, setting a time and place. This is important because we want the dog to know this is
Near left edge.
her/his
Near bottom left edge.
own time and place so that the
One
dog
face near bottom
doesn't
left edge.
make a mess.
Near left edge.
I prefer the kitchen
Near bottom left edge.
so that if the dog does spill his food, it's easy to pick up. Now I do have a mat underneath his bowl, and sometimes depending on the dog, if you
Near bottom
have
left
to
edge.
get a specialized bowl because of the dog's gulping and
One face near left edge.
chewing, and then that's
Near bottom left edge.
okay. Because even for labs, they tend to slurp up their food, or they just don't even chew it. They just swallow it whole, and it just doesn't go well. 2, adjusting your dog's routine. And I'll talk about that in just a second.
One face near bottom left edge.
Encouraging good mealtime behavior. Having a set routine will help their metabolism, since it will adjust to their eating or feeding schedule. It will also help to establish your dog's expectations and trust in you if they can count on you providing food at the same time each day. Most adult dogs should
One face near bottom left edge.
be fed twice a day, like I said above. Again, once in the morning and once in the evening. Establishing a regular
One face near bottom left edge.
routine is important to your canine companion's health and mental well-being. Meal times are not only a daily opportunity to reinforce the extended
One face near bottom left edge.
your dog's training. They're also a chance for your dog to use you as a provider rather than a servant. Let me reread that again. They're
One face near bottom left edge.
Is a chance for your dog to see you as a provider rather than a servant. So we don't want the
One face near bottom
to
left edge.
get sick to occur, that risk of indigestion and dangerous stomach conditions. Avoid feeding your dog immediately after or before you exercise them so that it won't be an issue. Again,
One face near bottom left edge.
please check with your vet before you increase or decrease your dog's food. Please make sure that your dog goes out after he sleeps 12 hours. Relieving is great. It's important.
Near left edge.
And then after he or she
Near bottom left edge.
eats, please relieve your dog so that the
One face near bottom left edge.
will have more time to play when he or she comes in from outside. Thank you for watching. Please post your comments at the end to let me know what you think. Thank you so much again. Happy watching. Stay tuned. There's
Stop recording
more
video.
to come.
Button. Stop recording video. Take picture. Stop recording video.